How you fly around. Let's get this guy. Oh! I accidentally did the Gigaton blast. I took out the whole city. You're not supposed to do that. I'm gonna fail this mission now. Hey everyone, Steve here from VR Roundtable. In this video, I'm going to be getting a look at Megaton Rainfall by Pentadimensional Games. But before I get into that, I want to do some of the typical end of the video housekeeping up front because I'm sure a lot of people don't watch the end. As I said, this is VR Roundtable. You're on our channel, but it's just me. What the Roundtable refers to is we have a weekly podcast. I do a show with Anthony, Gary, and Chris, and it's a weekly podcast. It's a roundtable, and we go around and we discuss topics, we discuss games, and I'd love for everybody to check it out. It's sort of what started our channel. We don't do Let's Plays for every game. We don't do typical reviews for every game. So the podcast is really what we're focused on. But that said, we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, or subscribe to us on iTunes or your whatever podcast directory you normally use. Now, to the game. Megaton Rainfall, developed by Pentadimensional Games, is a flat game and a VR game. It's a superhero style game where you're shooting and flying around Earth. It is developed by a single person, and speaking to him offline and via email, he said it was a 5-year project, and having played the game already, and you'll see, I find it's very impressive. The game is launching on October 17th, which if you're seeing this video, it should already be October 17th. And it is, I believe, launching for $15.99 in the US and in Europe, but I'm not sure because the game is not yet listed on the US PlayStation Network. It is listed on the Euro PlayStation Network for the $15.99. So without further ado, let's check it out. Alright, I am now in Megaton Rainfall, and I am coming down into Mission 4. Alright, these guys are cloaking. And when I shoot, I need to make sure I don't shoot the city, so I try to get as low as possible. Until I find the real one. That's him. And I'm going to use a special power. And as you can see, it made me hit some people there. Fly up. And one of the things I love about this game is the soundtrack. Kind of feels like a very much like a film or a superhero movie, which is obviously what the developer was going for. But then you fly out into space and kind of travel some distance and fly through the atmosphere to get down. And the way you fly, can be a little bit like the game Eagle Flight if you played that. But in order to completely turn around, instead of banking in that game, you actually just use the right stick. This is a gamepad only game. Oops, passed up the objective. These guys are fast. So I have a time stopping ability. Didn't help me that much though. But you kind of want to get close where you know you can get your shot, because otherwise so there are comfort options, but I've turned all of it off. So the only time I ever see blinders, 3 of them, is when I run into a building. I didn't see any way of turning that off. Go back up into the atmosphere. Back down. So this game, I was speaking to the developer and the owner of the studio, Pentadimensional Games, and he has been working on this for 5 years, and he's made this game essentially by himself, which is impressive. And this other guy was... So these guys that cloak themselves can be hard to find. Oh, got him. Whoa. Alright, I see the other one. Sometimes they let off that blue light. Oh. Back up we go. So, whoa. I messed that up. Let me fly back down. So I just got a power at the end of the last mission that I did. This looks like Dubai. Is that what it is? Oh, he made me hit. Do my laser. Goodbye. Oh, more? I almost did my Giga Blast. It just feels like you're at high velocity all the time, which I think is pretty darn cool. Oh, more of these cloaking guys. That one and that one. But I think the secret here is to obviously try to watch them as they settle. Ah, killed some people. Oh, I am murdering people. I'm a bad superhero. So it's kind of like a wave shooter in the sense that you're... All the people constantly screaming. I messed up my special. And I didn't see where that other guy went. This is the real one. 10, 9, 8. Lost it. Whatever it is, it's fast. this game, it'll have you looking around a lot. Where'd this other one go? Oh, here he is. More. You really got to resist the temptation of shooting downward. I don't know if I passed or failed. Now the game, I'm playing on a PlayStation 4 Pro, and it has some foveated sort of rendering right in the middle. It's sharper, and I can see the outer periphery as not. Well, I think I beat the level. Again, you get that kind of cool music. And then my objective is to get these guys, so I can aim and get them. Well, geez, I feel stupid. Boom. This is a pretty good 3D effect. This orb has got strong 3D properties. 455 human casualties. I found 4 of 16 Xenospheres and a rank of C, which isn't very good. So I am going ahead and cut this video off. Again, this has been Steve from VR Roundtable. Check out our weekly podcast. And subscribe to the channel, do it all, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.